Hello everyone. In this video, you'll learn 3 ways to select one or more of the many Dialog databases in order to begin your search. I'll start by telling you very briefly what those 3 methods are, and then we'll walk through each of them to show you a little more detail. So let's get started. You can use the drop-down list of all the databases and select the ones that you want to search in. Or you can use the icons for various industry groups to go into a pre-selected group of databases for your subject area, such as engineering or healthcare. Or you can create a custom shortcut that will let you easily go into any particular combination of databases that you've selected as your personal favorites, or databases that you'd like to go back to. Now here I have logged in, I'm on my home screen, and up here near the top left of the screen is a link that shows me the number of databases that I have. This would be my non-patent databases. I have 100 of them. You might have 98 or some other number. And when I click there, a box drops down that lists all of my databases alphabetically. They're in 2 tabs, the general databases and the patent databases. There are 40 patent databases. And these are all selected by default, but I can go to this box here and deselect all of them at once, or reselect them. And then I can go through here and just manually pick out the exact databases that I want to use. And when I'm done, I click Use Selected Databases, and now I am in only those 3 databases, and I'm ready to search. Now, that's fine if you already know which databases you want, but maybe you'd like some help in selecting some databases that would be suitable for your particular search. Down here, you'll see a number of icons representing industry groups, aerospace, business, chemistry, and so on. And if I hover over one of these, let's use aerospace and defense, I get a pop-up display that lists a number of databases in this subject area. And if I click on this group name, 2 things happen. First, you see that I am now in just these databases. I now see the name of the group up here. And we also have a nice set of thumbnail descriptions of each of these databases. This is very good information until you're accustomed to which databases you want to use. If you want more information about any of these databases, the place to go is up here where it says ProSheets. Click there and you will get a complete set of links to all the information you might want about all of our databases. But now we're ready to do our search. We can click here and see which databases we are in from the check marks. But maybe we want to modify this set of databases. We can do that. For example, these ABI Inform databases, they're very good databases, but they're not engineering databases as such. They're business databases. Maybe you want to research the financial aspects of the defense industry, for example, but if you don't, we can deselect these to take them out of our search. Maybe we want to add another database that is not in the pre-selected list. We can scroll down, for example, to UBM Computer Full Text. And with those modifications, we can click Use Selected Databases. And now we are in that modified version of aerospace and defense databases and ready to do our search. As you use Dialog, you'll probably find certain databases that you keep returning to because they suit your needs especially well, or maybe you found a particular combination of databases that really does the job the way you want it. So you'd like a quick way to get into just those databases without having to scroll through the whole list. And we do have a great tool for that. It's called My Shortcuts, and here's how it works. You go over here to this link that says Preferences. Click there, and on the Preferences screen, you'll see there are 2 tabs. One of them here allows you to make a number of changes in the way the interface looks and acts just on your login. But this tab over here is the one for Database Shortcuts. You can see I have a number of these already. I can go over here to modify them or delete them. But let's create a new one. I will click Add Shortcut. Now, in the biomedical field, we have a number of great databases, but 3 of the databases most often used in that field are Biosis, previews and Embase and also Medline. So I'm going to scroll through here and select those three databases. And I could click Save. Notice I also have the option to put a check mark here, make these databases my default selection. If I check that off, then I will be in these three databases automatically each time I log in. But we'll see what happens if instead we don't do that. Let's give this database shortcut a name. I'll call it Biomed. 3 databases. And I'll go ahead and click Save. Let's go back to the search page. I'll click here to get the drop-down list, but instead of going to this list to select my databases, I can go to this link here. It's called My Shortcuts. And when I click there, I will see all of these shortcuts, including this one here on top, Biomed 3 databases. One click, and there I am in just these 3 databases. And I'm ready to do my search. So that's it. You've learned 3 ways to select your databases in Dialog in order to begin your search. If you'd like more information, here are some additional resources. And if you have questions or would like some help, feel free to call the help desk at these numbers, or you can email us at customer@dialog.com. Thanks for using Dialog, and enjoy the rest of your day.